Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our next Omega Invitational match. We have Zero versus Champion here tonight, and I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to go straight into the action. We have Champion on a variant of the deck that he helped popularize, Demolisher, Brawn, Lionizer, and in place of Fangry, he's using Crash Bash with Parsec. And on Zero's side, we have Mirage, Wave 1 Mirage, Fireflight, Vanguard, Terraxodon, pretty much all the white icons. And also, Zero has a face cam, so, and Bill's out here making jokes again. Stream is going. You are in the clear from the both of us. And we are off to the races. So it looks like Zero is going first. And we have some camera lag. Yay. And Naga's in the wrong call. Flipping Mirage to bot mode. We're just waiting for shenanigans. Also, like I said, Zero has a face cam, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get a funny reaction. And I should probably turn down Champ and Zero's audio so I can actually talk and hear myself, so that way I know what I'm saying. Going into Crash Bash, I think the target was. Looks like 3 damage onto Crash Bash. And Mirage did untap, it looks like. Did Mirage untap there? I couldn't see. We're not gonna get any flips from, what is it? Champion? Yep, okay, so Mirage did untap. We just had a bit of a herpaderp moment there. And I have pulled up something for later in the stream. But we will talk about that later. Precision Fire calling bot mode. That'll hit both Vanguard and Terraxodon. Also hit Lionizer. That's... Oh, and it hits Mirage as well. Ooh, this is pretty good on Champion's part. Okay, so then sending Lionizer into Fireflight here as Champion has to. Base 2 and then bold 4. There's a white icon. 5. 5, Pierce 5 going into Fireflight. Taking 5. And Fireflight is pretty hurt right now, so pretty good start out of the gate for Champion. Not too much on his side of the field in terms of damage. A pretty good amount of damage on Zero's side of the field. Albeit most of Zero's characters are mostly undamaged, so yeah, I don't know. Now we see what he does here. He probably sends in Fireflight here, if I had to take a wild guess. There's a Diagnosis to repair 1, and I believe Diagnosis draws a card? No, it plants 1. And then a Max Protective Field comes down onto Fireflight. Yep, there was the draw off of Diagnosis. Mirage into Lionizer as he has to. There's 2. There's 3 white icons as this deck, I'm assuming, is designed to do. Taking 3 after blocking 2. 5 into... Yep, that adds up. And there's a Hand of Adaptus and a Hold the Line available for pickup, and Zero is choosing not to pick any of them up. Interesting card I just saw in his scrap pile. Rapid Response Cycle out of Trop. I know that gives the motorcycle trait to the character while they're in bot mode, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go check on the website that Zero developed. Also, Mirage did untap as he does. Secret action comes down on champion side, and rapid response cycle. While the upgraded character's in bot mode, they are a motorcycle. When the upgraded character defends against an enemy that has more stars than it, upgraded character gets +1 defense, and it gives +1 defense innately. And we see Braun go into Fireflight. 5 Pierce 4. 5. Wait. How are you getting Pierce 4 on that? But isn't Fireflight 5 stars? Okay, so there was a bit of a lapse there in terms of Braun's ability activating. That has been happening a lot over the last couple of days, so that is a bit weird how that's happened. But Fireflight only takes 3 here, I believe? Nope, 5 minus 3. Wait, what's the number? Is he alive on 1? I thought he was alive on 1. Whatever. Probably not the biggest deal in the world. Especially in this matchup, so we'll go ahead and move over to Zero's turn here. How many cards does he have in hand? 5? Okay, so a pretty good hand right now. Sturdy Javelin on a Mirage? Is he ranged? Is he ranged in bot mode? I have Teletraan pulled up here, so... Mirage going into Braun makes sense. Going with the Javelin into Braun, I almost said Barrage. And, yeah, Mirage is definitely ranged in bot mode. 5 blocking 2, taking 3. Oh, Contemplation gets dropped for Paralyzo Box. This is a card that I have talked up and down about. I think it's definitely a sleeper pick in the game. And lose the initiative coming up. Hold the hell up. So reveal if one of your character's defensive would take an... nope, that's Lucky Dodge. If an opponent's card would cause exactly one of their characters to untap, when revealed, instead untap one of your characters that has the same number of stars or fewer. So Mirage, instead of untapping, Lionizer untaps. Oh, boy. Only Taraxodon is melee. Thank you. Mirage is melee and alt as well. Good call. Okay. So... Loose the Initiative got revealed. A Paralyzo Box was picked up, and Contemplation is a card that I am really high on. Or really, what's the word I'm looking for here? You know what I'm saying. I really like the card. And, New Orders comes down on champion side, untapping Braun. That's a good move. Where is Contemplation? Okay, so it's an Autobot card. Scrapped up to 3 cards from your hand. Draw a card for each card scrapped this way. And if you began the game with only Autobots, plan 1. I love this as a hand cycling tool. One of the best cards for that, in my opinion. So I don't know the attack number here. Has to go into Mirage here. Looks like he's taking 5 damage here with 1 defense, no blues. So the attack was for 6 based on that number, I believe. So we're moving back over to Zero's turn here. I think this is the most untaps we've seen in a match that doesn't involve a Cars deck. Fireflight gets a Sidecar Artillery. And Zero accidentally flips a card from his scrap pile. Whoops. Going in for 1 into Lionizer. Blocked. And Sidecar Artillery. Doing 2 to Brawn. So now a Javelin kills Brawn, which is pretty significant here. Albeit Mirage is tapped, so... Actually, no, wait. The entire team is ranged except for Terexodon and Mirage in melee. Mirage is a car. I recognize that, but this isn't a car's deck. This is a Mirage Turbo deck. There's a difference. And plus, Champion has some untapped shenanigans as well, so... His deck isn't a car's deck. You know what I mean. Drawing for turn on Champion's side. This has already been a pretty interesting match so far, I will admit. So what is Champion thinking about here? Still no plays here. Interesting. Going with a Hollow Matter Projector onto Brawn. Still main decking that. Interesting decision. I talked about this in the meta-analysis video, but I don't think Hollow Matter has the value that it did while Sky Shadow Bull and Quake were legal. 5 Pierce 2 going into Fireflight. I believe that is a dead Fireflight. And that is a, yep, dead Fireflight. And we've got a reshuffle coming up here on Zero's side of the field. And we'll move back over to his turn. Up. Wait a minute. We just had a little miscue there. Couple of cards that were flipped. Zero accidentally shuffled some cards into his deck that he flipped for a turn. And we're just resolving that issue right now. Wait, I only see 3 cards there. Okay, okay, it looks like there is 4. I just must have miscounted or something. Anyways, so moving over to what the? We've got a third camera. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. Naga, I predict an alive on 1 in the next few turns. Probably. Hollow Matter is good here. Have to attack Brawn now to KO. Oh, right, because 30 Javelin can't do anything. Good heads up call there, Ozzy. I would have not thought of that. Looks like Terexodon is dead. Or, nope, involuntary promotion came down and swapped Fireflight for Terexodon. And Terexodon is now on Mirage. Paralyzo Box comes down on a Fireflight. That's... you already played an action this turn? Didn't you already play an action this turn? Okay, so... Okay, so that solves that issue. Fireflight goes in, calling orange, I think the call was. I'm not sure. I think it was orange. I don't remember. 1 Pierce 1 takes the 1. Yep, it was orange. Looks like Champion is dropping a Bashing Shield and picking up a Pocket Processor. He'll draw for turn. Processor going on to Crash Bash. Also, just a recap of the action we have had today while we're waiting on flips here. My match versus Frank actually got postponed to tomorrow. That will still be recorded and uploaded by Friday. And then I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, I will check the chat here. But it looks like Fireflight takes 5 damage on that swing. And I'm not sure who won the match between Brett and Dave earlier. I'm not sure. Should ban involuntary promotion. Seriously? Who would ban involuntary promotion? Why would anyone do that? The thing is not broken. You'd have to intentionally make cards that break that thing in order to reasonably ban it. And who would do that? Okay, Ozzy in the chat with hot takes, apparently. Crash Bash went in, by the way, if I didn't say that already. Vanguard going in now into, I believe, Braun was the target. 3 Pierce 2. 3 Pierce 3. Wait, what? Well, as long as he had Pierce 1, Braun was dead here, so... yeah... Drawing for turn on Champion side of the field. Drawing for a Processor, and we have a reshuffle. Okay, Brett did take that match versus Dave. Was that a 2-0 or a 2-1? I don't know why I yelled that like I was yelling at you across the room. My God, I swear to God, I'm an enigma. Albeit I don't allow you to combine anything. Bad jokes. Anyways, we are... oh, there was a Precision Fire calling alt mode, it looks like. Wait, wouldn't Demolisher have a damage? Composite armor onto Demolisher. Flipping Demolisher. Sending Demolisher into Mirage, I believe the hit was, because that would kill... even with Fire, or not Fireflight, what's his name? Vanguard on the field. And then we gotta flip 7 cards here with Demolisher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like there is Pierce 5 there, which will get Mirage. Yep. And Zero is going to go ahead and concede here. That lose the initiative was killer. Ouch. So Champion will go ahead and take this game 1. And while we are in the middle of the sideboarding process, as I've mentioned before, there is a series of giveaways that are corresponding with the Omega Invitational. We've already given out a ton of codes, and some winners were actually drawn yesterday for full sets of World Strike, Monster Menagerie, Phase 1, and the Omega Invitational playmat that myself and the other 15 competitors all received for this. And we are going to be starting up a new set of giveaways tomorrow. And let me go ahead and put up the code that is corresponding with this match. First things first, I need to go ahead and get you all the link for the OI giveaways. So just got to go into the moderator channel on the Bayformer server, which I had it posted there for reasons the other day. There's the link to the OI giveaways and the code for this match, which you can enter for either your first entry, or if you've already submitted the form, you can go back and enter this as an extra entry, X3UG. X3UG is the code that you can plug in at bit.ly/OI giveaways. Again, you'll either get your first entry, or if you've already entered codes, you'll get an extra entry. If you're watching this as a replay, you can get that code entered before the grand finals ends, and you will still have a shot to win whatever prizes are going on at that time. But I do recommend entering it as soon as possible, so you have chances to win all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, we've given away signed cards, we've given away play mats, we've given away full sets of Allied Crossplay cards, we're giving away, or rather, Team Bayformers is giving away, I should say, a whole lot of stuff. So again, if you want a shot at that, enter X3UG at bit.ly/OI giveaways to get that entry. And it looks like we are still in the middle of the sideboarding process, and I haven't gotten an answer on if Brett won 2-0 or 2-1 earlier. And we're maintaining a good level of viewership, similar to last night's stream. That is good to see. Alrighty, it looks like we are standing by here, and it looks like we are rolling, and oh no. So Zero has sided into Wave 1 Jazz with Hit Me With That Beat and Heroic Spotlight. Naga, I swear to God, I better not hear you cackling. Flipping Mirage. Sending Jazz into going into Lionizer. Going in for 3. Blocking 2 takes 1. Grabbing a toolbox. I'm not sure what the drop was there. I think it was a force field. I may or may not be cackling. Naga, that's a warning against you. 2 more and you're out of the OI. Anyways, Precision Fire, it looks like, came down, calling alt mode. And why did Jazz not take a damage there? Oh, it was calling bot mode. I'm stupid. Anyway, so if you're not familiar with how Hit Me With That Beat works, you're going to see it in action here. 5 Pierce 5 is the hit. So how Hit Me With That Beat works is if he would take attack damage, he would take a damage, then he's not allowed to take more damage than he already has. So he takes a damage in this instance, and because he has 1 damage, he can only take 1 damage max from this attack. And then on the next attack, he would, assuming his damage stays the same, he would take a damage, and then he can't take more than 3. So this is a very weird card. It took a lot of us a lot of brain power to figure out, and then Naga tried to break it repeatedly. And also, I'm pretty sure both me and Tank are suffering collective, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh yeah, trauma flashbacks. Because we have both been victimized by this card. Paralyzo in place of, or picking up the Paralyzo, dropping the Rapid Response Cycle. I had to remember which of those cards had a green. Dropping a Ultra Magnus armor onto Jazz. I still haven't gotten an answer as to whether Brett or Brett won 2-0 or 2-1 earlier. Does anybody know? Also, Ultra Magnus armor on Jazz. There's the star cards, or cards, off of Heroic Spotlight. And swinging with Mirage, and he untaps. There is no secret on the field, so I think it is assurance here that Mirage will untap. I forgot what the words were there for a moment. Picking up a hold the line, dropping a Leap of Faith. Wait, how many star cards is... Hold on, I gotta do the math here. Doesn't Jazz have +1 attack with... Oh, you're right. How much attack did you calculate when Jazz went in? He has +1 attack from the strat, I believe. So Lionizer should have 1 more damage. Thanks, Ozzy, for calling that out. I would not have caught that, because I would like to suppress all memories of this strat. Also, Naga, screw you. And before you say that's rude, I have called out Scorp repeatedly for that one Harmony match, so this is not unusual. I will call you out if you do weird things to me in-game. Stupid Shard of the Divine Light. Thank God that thing got changed. Anyways, Pocket Processor comes down onto Crash Bash. What else is going to be the play? Assuming there even is an action in play here. Also, no clue. Damn. Oop. Should not have said that. My bad. Sorry for the curse. I will have to go digging into what the score was earlier. Mirage did untap. It just delayed untapping. Ready for action to untap Lionizer. Sending Lionizer in. Uh-oh, there's the lose the initiative. Six Pierce 6 into Jazz. He'll take... Okay, so Ultra Magnus Armor prevents him from, or prevents Jazz from taking the damage from Hit Me With That Beat, so he can't take more than 2 damage here. So he has 4 damage total. On this next attack, he will only be able to take 4, barring any sort of direct damage that is more than 1. So if Champ has a Cayman Crash right now, I think that means that Jazz could be KO'd. No, it does not. He has +1 health from the strat. I always forget that. There's a toolbox onto Jazz. Uh-oh, where's the repair shenanigans? I smell a hold the line. And, yep, so secret action, toolbox. Probably, we don't see anybody flip here, I think. Sending Mirage into Lionizer, and I am now wondering why Zero was playing Hand of Adaptus. Because it's only a draw one with Mirage in bot mode, and you never flip Fireflight. Wow, Naga's forgetting what card effects do. We are absolutely in an alternate timeline right now, ladies and gentlemen. I have been convinced of that over the last few days. Picking up a Paralyzo box, dropping an Impetuous Stand. I repeat, dropping an Impetuous Stand for a Paralyzo box. Jazz takes 1 less from Cayman. Yeah, that's the point. He would be at 5, and then if the +1 health on Hit Me With That Beat didn't exist, he'd be able to be KO'd. But because it exists, he can't be KO'd in that situation. So, Champion would need to do 3 direct damage, or... No. He'd essentially have to do 4 direct damage or 1 instance of 3 to allow Jazz to be KO'd, and I don't think the deck has the capability to do that. I don't know the list, unfortunately, though, so I cannot comment on if that's possible or not. All I know is the character lineup and any sort of strats that are floating around, because, of course, I am taking part of this event. I am not allowed to know deck lists. We will only know a player's deck list once they are eliminated. Okay, Mirage is 9 stars. Jazz is 6. That's 15. Vanguard's 20. 21, 22. So there are 3 star cards aside from Ultra Magnus Armor floating around in the deck right now because Ultra Magnus Armor is free thanks to Heroic. Rock Toss does nothing on the Jazz. Impetuous can't hit the Lionizer weapon, so it's useless. Good catch. But still, Impetuous was dropped for something. Usually you never do that. With the old version, I should say. That thing was busted. So we have a burnt action on champion side of the field. And there's a hold the line to heal 2. And I think Braun is the attacking character here. 6. Pierce. So 6 blocking. Yeah, he just takes 2 here. God, hit me with that beat is annoying. If you ever want to have an aneurysm while playing this game, talk to Naga, play against Hit Me With That Beat. Anyways, Zero will draw for turn. Paralyzal box coming down onto Jazz. And then reprocessing it to heal 3. God, this card is stupid. I'm talking about Hit Me With That Beat, by the way. And I know Naga is cringing that I'm saying that. 5 Pierce 1. Takes 3. Drawing for turn on champion side. And Mirage untaps there. Drawing for the pocket as well. Also, Lionizer got put on Braun at some point, and I missed that completely, so forgive me for that. Playing a secret. There's that lose the initiative, so it looks like Zero is going to have to go in with Vanguard next turn. Unless he's holding on to a counter espionage. But given what I've seen of this style of deck before, I doubt that he's playing it, but it is a possibility in game 2 with the sideboard. Crash Bash going into Jazz. 8 Pierce 4, not getting the trigger on Crash Bash because, yeah, that is way more orange than 2. And Jazz will take 1 damage. I don't need to say anything else there. I've said enough about this card already. Drawing for turn on Zero side. And there's a reshuffle now. So now we wait. Now we see what is... There's the diagnosis, and Jazz has healed to full. I can guarantee you Tank is losing his mind right now at this. Medic's Protective Field on Mirage to heal. Oh my god, Mirage has Safeguard 3 now. That, you're walking into a lose the initiative. Yep, he's walking into a lose the initiative. Why would you send Mirage in there? You were walking into a lose the initiative. Okay, so there was a bit of targeting miscalculation there. It looks like Zero accidentally went into Demolisher, but he has to go into Brawn or Crash Bash here. Going into Brawn. Going in for 5, because that's how this works. I called that from a mile away. Can someone explain to me why Zero would knowingly walk into that? I mean, what other secrets could Champion's deck be playing aside from a hold the line, maybe? And it looks like we are waiting. Okay, so we have a bit of confusion here about whether lose the initiative gets shuffled back in. Okay, so so now that we have resolved that. Also, I just realized that this has been inaccurate for about 10 minutes. I am sorry for that being inaccurate. I completely forgot that the team had been changed. Forgive me for that. There is a green icon there. I'm not sure what it is, though. I can't get a read on it. I think it's a Bashing Shield. I mean, he wants to keep Vanguard as a non-target. True, but if you know there's a lose the initiative set, that's a sacrifice I think you gotta make, really. Unless, I don't know. Just that, I don't like criticizing players' decisions, but that is one that seems very questionable to me. Champion's name has been wrong the entire time? What? Oh, I have the brackets around the wrong thing. Oh my god. What was I thinking there? Good lord, I am not on my game tonight. Well, I mean, that's technically an accurate statement, but you know what I mean. Whoops. So now we have noticed 2 screw-ups with the overlay. And we're over the Champion's turn. There's a Bastion Shield on the field. Did that get played, or is he still thinking about picking that up? Yep, he is playing it. There goes the Ultra Magnus. Doesn't the Ultra Magnus... Oh, no, the Medic's Protective Field on Mirage got scrapped. Whoops, I forgot about that. I just didn't see it. I thought it had already been removed for some reason. Sending Brawn into Mirage. That makes sense. And in the least shocking twist of fate ever, Mirage goes in for 2. Eight Pierce. Wait. Oh, no, because of Helmet takes 5. Yeah, I saw that. I figured out it was Medics. Again, if you see me make a mistake, wait a few seconds. I'd probably correct myself. One of these days, I need to figure out how to lower the lag on the stream. And yeah, I forgot the helmet reduces damage on Mirage, because that is how that card works. Diagnosing Mirage. Heals 1 and draws a card. What do you... Naga, what exactly are you confused about? You played 2 actions. Didn't you already play the Diagnosis? Okay, so yeah. No bashing Ultra. Yeah, that's what I thought he was doing, but I think he was just trying to increase the damage on Mirage, because again, without that character, Zero's deck completely collapses, albeit with Jazz on the field. That does complicate matters a little bit. Alrighty, Vanguard goes in here. Just for 3. Blocking 3, and yeah, that is how that goes. Draw for turn. Draw for pocket. I didn't speak. There's a new orders. That's a problem. Flipping Demolisher. Demolisher into Vanguard. 1 Pierce 1. 2 Pierce 2. 3 Pierce 3. 4 Pierce 4, 5 Pierce 5. I believe that is a dead Vanguard. That's a dead Vanguard. Mirage is still on the field, though, and so is Jazz. Helmet will be activated. Going on Mirage. And it'll do a damage to... Or Vanguard will do a damage on KO to Crash Bash. Braun is swinging into Mirage. And I believe the helmet gives +2 defense. I am checking Teletraan now. Yep, +2 defense in helmet mode with Vanguard. 8 Pierce. Eight Pierce 8. I believe that is a dead Vanguard. Or dead, what's his face? Mirage. And Jazz is still on the field, though, so theoretically, Zero could take this. And Zero is just going to call it because he does not want to spend a half hour on Jazz shenanigans. And with that, Champion has gone and taken this match 2-0. Again, running a pretty modified version, or somewhat modified version, I should say, of the typical orange spam, or black spam, I should say. And Zero has fallen to the loser's bracket with the white icon shenanigans. And Jazz is still an annoying card, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly switch over to the end stream thing here because somebody had to jump. And yeah, that was an interesting match. Definitely that lose the initiative. Like, again, I question Zero's decision to just walk willingly into it. That was, in my opinion, the make or break play in Game 2. That was not expected Game 1, so I don't really blame him there. Game 2, I really think he should have sent in Vanguard at that one point. That probably might have saved the game for him. But hindsight is 20/20. We will see what happens to him in the loser's bracket. Again, this match has ended. Champion has won 2-0 over Zero. And we will be back, I believe, either Friday with the replay of my match or Friday night. Let me actually take a look at when the next match is. I will be streaming, at 11 Eastern on Thursday night. I will be streaming the match between Ozzy and Mr. X. So go ahead. I will get that scheduled here momentarily, and we will see you for when that happens. Again, tonight's match, Champion has defeated Z-R0E 2-0 using a orange-black spam deck over the white icon shenanigans. And before I go, I am going to go ahead and once again give you tonight's promo code for the OI giveaways. I just dropped the link in the chat. So X3UG, I believe, was the code. X3UG it was. Go ahead and enter that at bit.ly/OI giveaways. You'll either get your first entry or another entry if you have already entered. And of course, if you have already done that, you can go back and edit your entry. We will be, Team Bayformers will be announcing the giveaway items tomorrow, I believe, for the third week. And, like I said, we'll see you on Friday for the match between Ozzy and Mr. X. That'll do it for this broadcast. Thank you very much for coming out and watching this. If you enjoyed it, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that. Also, be sure to check out the main channel and all the features I have put in the description. Once more, Champion has taken this match 2-0 over Z-R0E. Z-R0E advances gets knocked to the loser's bracket. Champion advances to the round of 8 on the winner's bracket. And that will do it for this broadcast. Peace out, y'all.